In the icy, desolate lands of the far north, there lived a hunter known only as Bjorn. He was a solitary figure, with skin weathered by the harsh wind and eyes as sharp as the icicles that hung from the eaves of his small cabin. Bjorn was a skilled hunter, able to track even the most elusive prey through the unforgiving terrain of snow and ice. One winter, as the days grew shorter and the snows fell deeper, Bjorn set out on a hunting expedition like any other. He donned his fur-lined cloak and strapped on his snowshoes, determined to bring back a bountiful catch to sustain him through the long, dark months ahead. But as he trudged through the blinding white landscape, something strange began to happen. The endless expanse of snow seemed to stretch out before him, never-ending and featureless. The cold seeped into his bones, chilling him to the core, and the sun hung low in the sky, casting long, eerie shadows across the frozen tundra. Bjorn felt as though he was being watched, as though unseen eyes followed his every move from the darkness beyond. As the days wore on, Bjorn grew increasingly paranoid. He started to hear whispers on the wind, beckoning him to venture further into the icy wasteland. He saw phantom figures flit through the snowdrifts, their forms indistinct and ghostly. And worst of all, he began to lose track of time, his days blurring together into a never-ending nightmare of white. One night, as Bjorn huddled by his dwindling fire, a shadow appeared at the edge of the forest. It was a figure cloaked in furs, its face hidden behind a mask of bone and feathers. The figure beckoned to Bjorn, its voice a sibilant whisper that sent shivers down his spine. "Come, hunter," it murmured. "Come and join us in the snow." Bjorn knew he should ignore the figure, knew he should stay by his fire and wait for morning. But something inside him compelled him to follow, to venture out into the frozen darkness and face whatever lay beyond. As Bjorn trudged through the snow, the figure led him deeper into the heart of the forest. The trees loomed overhead, their branches laden with snow that glittered like diamonds in the moonlight. Strange symbols decorated the trunks, glowing faintly in the cold night air. At last, they reached a clearing in the woods, where a circle of stones stood tall and silent in the snow. The figure gestured for Bjorn to enter, its eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. "Welcome, hunter," it said. "Welcome to the realm of the Frost King." Bjorn's heart pounded in his chest as he stepped into the circle of stones. The air grew colder, the snow swirling around him in a whirlwind of white. And then, before his eyes, the figure transformed into a towering figure of ice and snow, its eyes burning with a malevolent light. The Frost King spoke, its voice echoing through the frozen forest like the crack of a glacier calving into the sea. "You have been chosen, hunter," it intoned. "Chosen to serve me in the eternal winter. Your soul belongs to the snow now, bound to this land of ice and darkness forevermore." Bjorn tried to flee, to escape the icy grip of the Frost King. But it was too late. The snow closed in around him, swallowing him whole in its blinding embrace. And as the frost crept into his veins, Bjorn knew that he was lost, condemned to wander the frozen wasteland for all eternity. The villagers who lived near the forest whisper of a ghostly figure that haunts the snowy woods, its eyes as cold as the ice that encases its heart. They say that on the coldest nights of winter, you can hear the howl of the wind and the mournful cry of the lost hunter, forever trapped in a world of endless white. And they pray that they will never meet the same fate, that they will never fall prey to the deadly allure of the Frost King's realm.